And listen, guys, I told you, I don't know what to call this. I don't know what to call it. I don't even want to call it nothing. I'm just vibes in, chilling, talking with people that I mess with. And we're talking that real shit. So yeah, man. Like, subscribe. If you don't want to, don't DM me. I ain't gonna force you. I don't want none of you like years on, because I'm in the entertainment business now. I don't want none of you to be like, oh, he forced me to subscribe and like I didn't feel comfortable. Nah. You feel me? I also have a gaming channel as well, 419 Gaming. The link will be in the bio. Like I said, you don't have to, but if you want to enjoy content, me playing games, do it. But yeah, this is a long ass intro, innit? Anyway, yeah. Enjoy the clip. It gets played on that channel. So,
wow, what the hell?
So it's like, I feel like with rappers, listen, they're depressed. And people fuck with it. I feel with us, like we do it. And he's like, yo, you're funny. I'm like, yo, but I'm like, I didn't have a dad. I'm dying.
No, but you know what it is with us as well? We have to make people laugh.
That's the whole point.
So when we're on stage, we can't tell a depressing story, a depressive story that makes people sad. We have to make it upbeat.
Yeah.
Alright, prime example.
Go on.
Only a handful of friends know this. So during lockdown, a little madness down there, innit? Yeah. Something that happened to me when I was a baby, but I never found out until I hit my 30th. Until I hit 30s, innit? So, during lockdown, I had the most depressing lockdown ever. Like, no one saw it because I'm making sketches. I'm making sure people are laughing. I don't want to take them through this journey. Yeah. This is my journey alone, whatever. So I'm literally going through this madness on my ones, innit? Yeah. And like, I'm even seeing a therapist to try and make it be funny. Yeah. To try and understand what I'm going through, and then later on I can make it funny. Yeah. Do you know what I'm saying? And like, I was afraid to share it because I'm like, this is too depressing. Yeah. No one's gonna like laugh. No one's gonna find this funny. Like, or when I'm saying it, it's gonna be just gonna sound miserable. So I never shared it when I kept it to myself. Only now that man's dealt with it now, it's gone through or whatever. Now that I'm like, all right, now I can make it into a funny thing. Yeah. But if I'd said it then, it would have been it wouldn't have been funny. Like, you'd get some people trolling you, whatever. I don't really care about that. But I'm saying like the whole main subject of it was depressing. So no one would have laughed at it. And I didn't know how to share it. Do you know what I'm saying? Now, I've used the comedy, I've used the therapy to now be able to understand it better and make jokes about it, innit? So, you're probably wondering, what is it? I have a fake testicle. One of my balls is fake. Yeah, so one of them got removed, innit? Right? So I got a fake one. It's plastic. It's a hard plastic. It's like a mouse ball. Remember the mouse ball in the mouse, clicky thing?
Shit,
so it's one of them, but a bit bigger than that. Yeah. Obviously, got big balls. You know when you're younger now, I was like, it's something wrong with my balls, but I never knew something was wrong. Yeah. Because I had girls licking them and they never said nothing to me. So I was like, alright, girls lick my balls. My balls are fine.
They must have known though, because they were definitely licking one and it was hard, and the other was fucking.
The other one wasn't there.
Oh.
The other one wasn't there. The other one was still stuck in my fucking. It hadn't dropped. You know, it ain't dropped and that.
Shit.
So it like, it started to overheat.
Yeah.
So obviously that creates like bacteria and it ends up being like cancerous, which I knew nothing about. I have no male role models, so I had no one to really check myself with. You know what I'm saying? So I had to deal with that myself. But now I look at it, it's actually quite funny. Like, I could walk into a pub right now, slap my balls on the table and say, listen, for £50 I'll hammer my balls. And everyone's going to be like, no, wait, you ain't doing that. Do you know how much money I can make in the pub on the night, bro? Yeah. Just hammer, like, just hammer, bro. Like, hammer my balls, bro. Like, bow. Do you know what I'm saying? Do you know what? I'm not going to bait her up, but lovely lady friend of mine, she loves licking them, bro. She loves licking them, bro. She loves licking them. Sometimes I squeeze it to be like, there must be pain. Yeah. And there ain't no pain, bro. I'm just like, this is crazy. Yeah. But when I found out about that, it hurt me. I didn't know what to do with it. That information killed me. But now, I've like dealt with it. I can make it funny now. Yeah. And I want people to laugh at it. Yeah. I want people to laugh with me. I don't want people to be depressed or be sad. Yeah. I've dealt with that. Do you know what I'm saying? So I feel like with the comedy, it's like, when we got depressing things, we enable it to make it funny. Yeah. We have to make it funny. Yeah. Because we're comedians, where people come to us to laugh. We're not like rappers, where with a rapper, you hear the depressing song, you can either feel sad about it, we can feel whatever you want. But you're not made to feel happy about it. You feel how you want to feel. Yeah. With comedy, when it's depressing, you've never heard someone cry during the comedy set, bro. Like through sadness, it's always laughter.
It's good, yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? So it's about us battling through that trauma, dealing with that trauma, understanding the trauma. You know, whether you got to go through therapy or whatever it is, dealing with it. And once you understand it and you own it, then you can make it funny. Do you know what I'm saying? And when people are laughing at it, that's really the therapy for me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm like, all right, they get it, or they're hearing me out. They laugh at it. You know, someone in that audience is going through the same shit as you as well.
Yeah.
That's the best thing about comedy, in terms of like real comedians. We go through the madnesses, and when we go through the madnesses, when we're open and we're true to it, and we open up to it, like you're either making people understand that you're telling the truth, and that's a beautiful thing in itself, or you're relating to someone in the audience that hasn't got the courage to either open up to it.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? Or like even speak of it. And you're making them laugh, but also make them feel comfortable. So with the ball thing, with the one testicle thing.
I love how we're so calm about this. Like, but it's
It's a madness.
It's a madness, but it's a madness.
It's a madness. But my life got saved. You know, it could have been worse, innit? It could have been mental, right? So I had the operation a couple months ago. In April, operation was in April. To save it, to replace it, I guess.
So wait, in lockdown, you knew. So you were
in
depressed
lockdown,
because you knew about.
No, in lockdown, I found out at the beginning.
Okay.
So I was with an ex. I was with a bird at the time. I was with her, and she was a spiteful little bitch, right? And during sex, she told me about it, but she told me through like maliciously.
I was just, babe, you got a fucking.
Nah. So, alright, fuck it, I'll go into it. I don't talk to anymore.
Yeah.
And no one's gonna know who she is, except for my close friends. So. I like the zesty. I like that. I like the little. I like to pleasure a woman.
Yeah.
Going down on her, it's a bit smelly, innit?
Yeah.
It was like there was a smell in it. So I'm like, I don't want to go down on this.
Yeah.
I don't want to put my mouth in this, bro. If I don't like.
But you were dating her now. Why didn't you just be like, yo, like, I mean, like.
Yeah, but I don't want to hurt your feelings and that. That's a sensitive thing to tell a woman your vagina smells funny.
But if you're if you're dating her, right? This is like were you together or just fucking it?
We was dating. We was together.
Yeah, if you're dating it, there's ways in which you can be like, yo, because I've
but I know what you're saying, but I'm saying the type of person she was, you couldn't tell them.
Oh.
Yeah? So she was a very jealous type as well. I'm with my friends, she gets jealous of my friends. Like I'm like, come with me then. No, I don't want to come with you. Alright, so why are you jealous of my friends for? Like, it was like that. She was very like possessive, and it was just negative. So I was like, let me be respectful and not just let me not go down there. I was just have sex with her. I ain't got to smell this. Whatever. So, but then it got to a point where I just didn't want to have sex with her as a whole because the smell was like, it was strong in it. It was getting really strong in it. Like, you're having sex, you're creating the sex smell, which is usually quite a nice smell, but this one wasn't. So, anyways, she's like, why aren't you having sex with me? Are you cheating on me? And that's the one thing I didn't do is cheat. So I'm like, you know what? In my head, I'm like, let me try and tell her through the best way I can. And I told her as sensitive as possible. And she was like, well, there's something wrong with your balls. It was like that. Like, she knew there was something wrong with my balls. And she kept that from me, bro. Yeah. She kept that information from me, alright? She could have told me, okay? So when she told me through a fight. It was a fight that I found out. So I'm like, stormed out the yard. And just phoned doctors. Cause something can't be wrong with my balls. Yeah, it's my balls, bro. It's little mini abs and that. So I've had to phone the doctor and then be like, the doctor's like, it sounds like you got this, but that's not something that affects adults. It affects children. I'm going, well, I grew up in a broken family, like I wasn't trying to look at my balls. I'm trying to stay alive, make sure my mom don't kill me. That was my main aim, innit? Yeah, so I'm not looking at the fact that something wrong with my balls or something. To be honest, I never thought there was something wrong. I just thought I had some small balls and a big dick. I was like, alright, you can't get both of them. Do you know what I'm saying? You can't get both of them. It's cool. My brother was never there part of my life. My dad was never part of my life. So I got no one to compare to. Do you know? I got no one to check with. So like, I'm just like, and it was weird as well because I was always scared to wear spandex, because I'm like, the bulge ain't there. You get me? The ball bulge ain't there because one of them's missing, but I didn't know. So I'm like, I've just always had this fear of like lycra, spandex sort of clothing because I'm like, I don't want to wear nothing tight. But I'm saying like, I'm having to deal with that. I'm dealing with that. Like I'm, fighting from doctors and I end up going to hospital and this is during lockdown. So a lot of times it's been delayed. It's been delayed on that. The appointments getting pushed, cancelled, whatever. And then I'm getting told, oh, it could lead to cancer or whatever. Testicular cancer. So now I'm terrified. At the same time, I'm still not getting treated. I'm still getting told appointments then, appointments later, whatever. Corona. Kept telling me corona. I kept getting letters, cancellations. So I'm like losing my mind, bro. I'm depressed, fam. Like
Can imagine.
depressed, and no one during lockdown would have known because I made sketches every day.
Yeah.
I continue to make people laugh because I'm like, that's got nothing to do with them. Let me entertain these people that have followed me for entertainment. Let me just deal with this myself. And I dealt with it like badly, to be honest with you. I didn't know how to deal with it, you know. I didn't tell my friends. I kept hiding it from them, and they'd see me depressed. I'm quiet. I'm breaking down at work. Because in the back of my mind, I'm like, I don't know what's going on. And then I find out I won't be able to have kids in the future. Like, all these things. Like, when I was 16, if I found out I won't be able to have kids when I was 16, blessing. It'd be a blessing.
Yeah. I'll be
Right?
Yeah.
In fact, it would be like an X-Men superpower. You know what I'm saying? Like, my X-Men name would be Lone Soldier.
Yeah.
Because I'm a one-man thing. You get
They're
me?
back, bro.
And then girls will phone me like, you know, like, my dick would be called the vagina killer. Do you know what I'm saying? So ladies will phone me like, oh, Abs, you know, so I'm about to have sex with a girl. She's like, I'll put the condom. I'm like, no, babe. This stick don't create life, it takes life. You know, like that, like gangster, bro. You get me? Or like if a girl's gonna phone me and be like, oh, my days I miss my period. I'm like, let me stop you there. This stick don't create life, it takes life.
Yeah.
Like gangster shit, bro. But I'm 30 now. I've got to deal with that as a 30-year-old when the family would happen. You know what I'm saying? So I'm dealing with that. So there was a lot of like stress that I had to deal with, and I didn't know how to deal with. So I found myself just smoking weed a lot of times and dealing with it like that. Until eventually my friends pushed me towards therapy and was like, try therapy. Do you know what I'm saying? I'm trying. Black people don't do therapy. We don't even know them services are available for free, you know, via NHS. So we don't even know that. So
Is it good via NHS? Sorry to cut you.
yeah, for NHS, bro, it's free, bro.
Yeah,
Free.
I
And
thought it's a long waiting list.
no.
That's why, innit?
Well, the thing is, you got to do like a form,
Yeah.
and then they see how serious it is.
Yeah.
So obviously, I fill the form out, and it's come up as like I'm quite serious, and check me out. So obviously, like dealing with therapy and that. I mean, I stopped therapy, and I should get back to it really, but. There are tools there to help us out, but we don't know. We're either not told about it or like our culture. My mum don't know about mental health. My mum ever spoke to me about mental health. It was pray to God. That's what I used to always hear. Pray to God. You know what I'm saying? So like we had to deal with our mental health another way through like burying it, smoking weed, doing drugs or whatever, drinking. I got loads of friends that used to drink. They used to drink hard to deal with their shit.
Yeah.
It ain't solving nothing. So we're dealing with that. But what I realised was, what I got this blessing of doing comedy and that, is that I got to write all my pain into jokes. Do you know what I'm saying? So now, the ball thing, I love it, bro. Like, yeah, I can't have kids and that, but fuck them, they're expensive anyways. But what I'm
you
saying,
actually can't now?
No, I can't. I got like, my thing would have to be adoption.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. Or like steal a child from Asda or something. See what I'm saying? And you know what? I actually wasn't Asda the other day looking for kids, but like put the trolley away from the parent and that.
Come in, man.
But like so like so I've had to deal with that, you know, that side. And when I did find out the information, it hurt me. Then I was broken. Do you know what I'm saying? Because I'm like, oh, I'd love to start a family one day, whatever. But then my friends told me, you know, one of my friends spoke to me and said, what about adoption? Like, do you know how many kids there are in homes, like in government homes, not in family homes, in government homes that have been neglected by the family that have given birth to them.
Yeah.
And now are in a home that need a permanent home and to be loved and that.
Yeah.
And they ain't getting that. So why
It's nice you see it, yeah.
So
Yeah.
you know, I see that as a blessing. It's my calling. I see it as my calling. I think everything that happens to me is for a reason. Everything that happens to me, whether it's negative, positive, whatever it is, I feel like it's definitely a calling. It's my calling. So maybe God said to me, you know what? You're going to be a great father, but there's kids here that need love. Yeah. Why not? If you're that serious about having a kid, you'll go through the system to get that child. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know, rather than it being, oh, I've done a bareback mistake. And also, I've got a bareback all my life, you know, bro. Like, I should have known it was something wrong, because I was close, bro, but I never got, like, hit with it. Do you know what I'm saying? I had two scares my young, but, like, I literally bareback the whole time. I've never been stung, by the way, so in my life. But like literally my whole life. Listen, let's catch that. Like my whole life, I've like, you know, I've wanted to have a family at one point in my life. Do you know what I'm saying? But that doesn't mean that that's gone. It just means that, you know, you got to do another thing now to have a family. It's not impossible to have a family. It's a different thing. And then to have a child with a woman, to have like adopt a baby with a woman, you know, that means that you guys are close.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? It's not like man's just giving birth, man's busting her and that's it. No, you have to plan the future like that.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? So all those things, I feel like it's just part of my life. You know what I'm saying? Growing up, I grew up in a broken home, abusive parent. very abusive. So, you know, she gave birth to us and there was no love there. Do you know what I'm saying? So what does that show me?
Yeah.
Doesn't mean that because I have to skeet.
Love is not guaranteed.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, just because we're blood doesn't mean that I have to that they have to be loved. No, love is just a separate thing. You show love to your friends. You can show love to a random person on the street. It doesn't matter. Like, so what I learned from that was like, yeah, you might not give birth to that child, but you can still love that child like your own.
Yeah.
And that child, you love that child like your own. That child grows up and finds out what you did for them. That child will love you the same way. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yep.
How many times I see these videos, these parents, step parents, taking adoption papers and that for their child. It's like the most beautiful thing ever, like, because that parent showed them unconditional love, like their own child. So, you know, with comedy, like, I use all the pain that I've got and I try and put it out in my comedy as real as possible, as honest as possible, and I know I'm either relating to someone or I'm making someone laugh because of my truth.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I think it's a blessing, absolute blessing. My life is crazy as hell, but it's a blessing at the same time. It's a blessing.
Shit, man. That's some real shit. That's some real...
He gave me whiskey, by the way. This is why I'm speaking the truth, you know?
This is some real shit, by the way. You feel me? I told him before, listen, I often guessed that. I was like, listen, I don't want you to be like, oh my God, he got me drunk and he used me. Nah. This ain't none of that.
Okay, I'm taking my clothes off.
I don't do that with chicks, please. But that's some real shit, man. Thank you. I appreciate it for opening up and saying the real side of comedy, because as much as we're just jokes and shit, we are fucked up individuals. We are fucked.
We're going for a madness.
Madness, bro. Like madness, you know.
And you don't want to always make people feel sad on that. You don't want people. I don't even like people telling people my problems.
Yeah.
When I first opened up to one of my best mates, when I first opened up to him, he was in tears, bro.
Yeah.
I don't want to see him like that. I want to see him happy and whatever. But that's my truth. That's my reality. Do you know what I'm saying? He's never heard of it, and he's like in tears. He couldn't believe it. Yeah. Do you know what I'm saying? But I'm like, no, I don't want to see you like that. I want to see you laughing and happy. Yeah. Do you know what I'm saying? So that's why I love making people laugh, and so I think comedy is one of the best like careers, to make people laugh, like make people happy. It's such a blessing, bro.
Dude, but we're in the best business. I keep saying this.
It's the best, bro.
Yeah, me, best business.
You can laugh a woman's clothes off.
As much as I compare with, as much as I compare with rappers, that's the only thing. Apart from that, I don't want to be no rapper. Bro.
Nah,
fuck
bro. Because you got to beef each other.
Yeah.
There's too much beef in that.
That's
too much anger in that. With comedians and that, it should really be making your truth, you know, sharing your truth and making people laugh. That's what I think it is. Yeah. I think the greatest comedians all have messed up lives.
Yeah.
Look at Richard Pryor, bro.
Yeah.
Had a mad addiction and that, on fire and that, bro.
Yeah.
So he's the greatest, one of the greatest comedians ever, bro. Like, do you know what I'm saying?
Everybody has something like.
Look at Kevin Hart. Kevin Hart is great as well. I feel like Dave Chappelle's seen it from society.
I think Dave Chappelle, obviously, I feel was raised in a good home.
Yeah, he's raised in a good home, but he got to see.
He got to see the whole thing.
The roughness, yeah. So he's still black, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So it doesn't matter how nice you live as a black person, you're still gonna see.
That's why I feel we're fine, because we go through pain.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, we go through like pain. Even me, to be fair, with me, like, it's weird because it's like, cause my mom's a doctor, innit?
Yeah,
so she's a psychiatrist, so she deals with like, you know.
Is that why you got me here? No, I'm joking.
Yeah. Hold on. Reverse of Get Out. But like, as much as like she was able to express her feelings, like even for me, like I couldn't do it. Like I was just like, what the fuck? Because
was your mum allowed you to open up when you was young?
Yeah. Like I could do that. She, even though she was religious, you know, she'd still be like, let's talk about it. My mum didn't whip me in it. You feel me? Because it wouldn't have worked. My mum did something that women do. She just would talk and manipulate.
That's the serious one, though.
Like my mum could give speeches like school night. School would be in 3 hours, and she would just talk, and like sit here. Like sometimes we'd be in the car, and I'll be sitting in the back seat, like, and she'd be like, "Yo, I know you're not looking at me right now when I'm talking to you." I'm like, "How the fuck can you see?" That kind of like my mum's not like she talks. You feel me? So she always be like communicate. But the thing is, like with me, I still didn't like want to because my dad passed when I was younger, innit?
Oh, okay, sorry.
So that's calm. I hate when you say that. It's like, oh, sorry. Like,
I know. What else you supposed to say that? What else you supposed to say?
Nigga say condolences. Shut up. Spell it.
I thought your dad was next door with that. I thought I'd been very quiet in that. I've never done. I thought your dad was next door in that. I've been very quiet.
So no. So like my mum was single and then. You get me? I had stepdad. I had my issues with him. Yeah. Whatever. Now we're blessed, but like, even me, like, that's a certain type of pain. That's the one pain I haven't been like able to like put into like
to comedy.
comedy. I can joke about it if I'm talking with you, but like with comedy, I don't know, cause like that it's like. But that's the one thing I do
You
want
feel
to.
like maybe you need to go to therapy and like deal with it first,
This-
and then be able to get it out.
Maybe, but maybe because my thing is this: the way I deal with trauma, is like I bust joke in it.
Yeah.
Like, I can be like,
Me
yo,
as
my
well.
dad's in heaven, fuck him.
Yeah, bro, I laugh.
Like, if
when
I
hear
meet
bad
that, bro,
news.
like if I meet a girl and she's like, oh, my mum died, I'm like, oh, my dad died. No, my dad's probably fucking your mum. Like I can say shit like in heaven, you know that, right? And they're watching like, yo, you know, I'll be like, yo, come on, if my dad's fucking your mum, that means we should fuck down here, right? I can say that shit, but like people are like, oh, get therapy. My girl be like, get therapy, and I'm like,
Think about it though. No, but try.
I'm always like, no, it is because you said it, Philo said it, and I'm like, but how about like if I do it and then like I'm not as fucked as I was before because I like my fuckness.
No, I know. No, it's not even that. What what therapy teaches you is how to deal with the memories, how to store them.
Yeah.
So basically, there's some memories. So like for example, with my one, when I started therapy, I was telling them about my family abuse, innit? The stuff that I grew up with. My mum was physically abusive, like physically, like mentally, but mainly physically. Used to beat my sisters up and that, tie my sisters up, proper stuff. Like dealt with all that stuff. You know, I dealt with proper abuse. My brother and my mum used to both beat up my sisters and that, and myself. So we dealt with that, right? Now, these whole times of me growing up, when I finally went to therapy as a 30-year-old man, so I've dealt with this when I was 10, 11. That's the abuse. As a 30-year-old, I've now processed all of that. And I've dealt with it myself. So when I'm telling the therapist, I know deep down that's not what's bothering me. I know what it is. But I'm going, he ain't gonna understand what I'm about to tell him. So let me just talk about my family stuff to him, and then whatever he teaches me, I'll use those tools for the actual stuff. And he's like looking at, but the therapist is smart, bro.
Yeah, they'll shut you up.
He's like, I don't think that's what's bothering you. I'm going, no. And he's like, no, I don't think that's what it is. I think you processed that already. It sounds like you processed it and you understand it.
Yeah.
I think there's something else bothering you.
Yeah.
And I'm going, yeah, maybe there is.
Yeah.
So then I finally started talking about it, and the main thing that we found out what it was police. I absolutely hate the police. You've seen the videos on my page, you've seen them. If I see someone getting stopped search, I'll be there and I'll make sure the youths calls, like the youths are okay and that.
Rested or
You not seen it, bro?
when? No,
Not during lockdown.
Nah,
We got stopped and searched twice in one day, me and my boys.
I never seen it.
It went fucking viral. And I ended up.
I've
Oh
never
man,
seen
I
it.
got done for harassment from that.
Really?
Yeah.
I did not know this.
I almost went to prison during lockdown.
Shit.
For 12 weeks and that.
This is so bad. He's my guest. I didn't even. That's
no
what
one knows that. No one knows about the prison thing because
Yeah.
I was on bail and they were watching my account. Bro, they had all my DMs and interviewing, bro. I had one person message me and go, "We should bomb the police station." I remember seeing that and being like, "Nigga, please." And I deleted the message, like, "Nigga, please, don't ever." And I didn't even write to him. I just deleted it.
Yeah.
And then I'm in the police station and it's there on DMs, on paper.
Yeah.
We should bomb the police station. I was like, "Oh my, terrorism! It's terrorism! It's gonna do me dirty."
Yeah.
So, anyways, I ended up getting done for harassment. I had nothing on me. Both searches, the searches went viral. To a point where there's a guy called Sean King in America who does like protests, like 4 million. He reposted
I
it.
know Sean King. Yeah.
He reposted it. Some MP, Labour MP reposted. He got 2 million views. And my page was just almost a million views as well, just under a million views. We had people every day messaging us, like, you know, we support you, blah, blah, blah. And then I ended up doing something like, who are these police officers? Like, because they didn't tell us where they were from, what station they're from. So I ended up finding out who. One of them was like, one mate messaged me, was like, "Oh, you went to school with me." I recognize that guy.
Yeah.
So I ended up reposting his info. Oh no, his face. It was more his face in it. And then everyone found out where he worked or whatever. Like he found that he's a comedian. He's a magician. Sorry, part time. Really weird. And then people started like messaging him, going like, "Oh, I bet you can't make racism disappear." Things like that.
Yeah.
Right. But like, and then I was wanted. I didn't even know I was wanted. So I've gone Morley's one night, chicken shop in Brixton, by myself. Lockdown. My boys are just like behind me and that. Gone there, coming back. So Morley's closed. So gone back past the police station. Get jumped by 15 feds in riot gear. Get put in the van so quick. I thought it was stop and search. I'm like, oh shit, I'm getting stop and search again. Take my phone out. And then they've bagged me straight away, reminded me. So I've been in the police cell for 3 days. Virtual court that day, on the third day. Got released on bail. And then probation phoned me or whatever, said to me, "Boom, we're gonna recommend you get small hours because you seem like a lovely guy." So cool. Went to court with 4 of my friends because of the lockdown, so we couldn't get everyone into court. So only 2 came in, but 2 was outside. Went into court, and the guy is not a judge, a judicial clerk. So just any man with no with no qualification whatsoever. Just any white dude. Like no qualification. You don't need any whatsoever. Decides to punish me to the highest extent ever, like in terms of that, like highest. So I get done for harassment. I get done with a restraining order from the officer. Pay a £200 compensation fee, 240 hours community service, suspended sentence for 2 years. So I ended up getting that. So obviously I've come out. Getting my boys have bought me a bottle of champagne. Like, bro, when I'm getting the verdict, they thought I was getting penned. I thought I was getting penned.
Yeah.
I'm going, shit, I didn't even cheeks any weed.
Yeah.
Like, I'm going in there with nothing. Like, I'm broke. Like, I ain't even gonna be able to get canteen and that. And I'm gonna be fucked and that. So I'm literally like, oh my days, my life, I've never had a criminal record before this. And now I've got one.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? So, when I came out of court, my boys, my friends, not my, one girl and 3 guys, good friends of mine, bought me a Prosecco bottle. We popped champagne and whatever outside the court. And then with the £200 compensation fee that I had, one of my friends sent me money straight away. 2 bills in my account, straight away. She's white as well. She's like, Abs, this would never happen to me. You know, this is money that I've saved up from extra work. That's for you. Okay, no, it's cool. Like, no, that's for you. My boys told me 5 guys as well. Like I've been in prison. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm eating a burger like I've been in prison. It was the funniest thing ever. I'm literally eating it like I've been in prison. I ain't been in prison, bro. Yeah. I've been home. Yeah. Like, and I'm eating this burger like, oh man, this is so good. Yeah. And then his family sent me 2 bills in an envelope. Yeah. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, here you go, Abs. You should never have to pay that. We're supporting you. Like, the love and support was there. Do you know what I'm saying? But what it did to me mentally, that whole process, mashed me up, bro. Mashed me up.
And with the other stuff, you know, you were saying testicles as well.
Yeah. I've dealt with police before that. I've been arrested for cycling too slow. Yeah. There's another. You got to look through my Instagram. If you keep scrolling down, you'll be able to find all the stories, isn't it?
Yeah.
But then I was looking at 3 to 6 months in prison for assault because my sister made a complaint about that case. It was like, what? Stolen? Like, no, I was cycling too slow. What are you talking about? Like, it doesn't make no sense. And then after that, when my sister went to go press charges, or like make a complaint, they were like, actually, you assaulted us a month later. Like, you assaulted us. So they were like, you know, they're trying to have a better case against me. And then obviously 9 months later, I lost my job. I've lost my place through depression because I'm fighting a case that I know I'm innocent for, but no one's believing me. Even my duty solicitor was like, just say guilty. I was like, get the fuck out of my face. Like, you're fired. Like, I don't want you. So when I finally got found innocent because of a solicitor that I ended up hiring, that was amazing, who found all the real footage of me getting assaulted by them. Yeah. They were like, actually, you know, all the cases, everything's been dropped against you. You was assaulted. The judge reading that you've been assaulted. They robbed they stole your ID from you. Like, all this stuff. And I'm there in tears. Like, I've just lost my house. I've lost my job. You know what I mean? I got nowhere to live after this. I come out of court, literally. I'm like staying on park benches, and that's part. No one knows about me. Like, only my close friends know about it. You know, I've lived on park benches. I've slept in parks and that. And I'm the sort of person I won't tell no one. I keep that shit to myself. My boys was phone me like, "What you up to?" Bro, I'm just chilling in the park. You know what I'm saying? But he ain't gonna tell them I'm in the park. I'm just chilling. And my boy's like, "I've never asked you that." I said, "Where are you?" I was just chilling. Like, I never asked you that. I said, "Where are you?" I'm like, "I'm in the park. I'm coming to get you." I had those sort of people around me that always tried to help me out. You know what I'm saying? Always try to look out for me. But my life it was a crazy life. I had a crazy life. Do you know what I'm saying? So, but I'm in therapy. Going back to therapy, when I'm in therapy, finding out that that's the thing that's pissing me off. That's the thing that's angering me. And my heart's racing as I'm talking about it. You can see me getting proper angry. Like, and the therapist is like, that's the problem. That's the issue that we have to deal with. It's the beliefs thing. Now, I never went back to therapy after that. Because I'll be honest with you, unearthing problems, you have to unearth them to deal with them. Yeah. But sometimes they're so bad, you're like, bro, I'd rather bury that shit back down. Like, I'd rather just get back to smoking my weed.
I remember the joke that you said that you smoking right
back down. That's what I'm saying. I'm just like, and like literally, if I come across something that I don't want to do, I become sleepy, bro. Yeah. Do you know what I'm saying? So I literally 30 minutes before my next therapy session, I went to sleep, bro. I said, fuck this, bro. I didn't want to deal with this. Do you know what I'm saying? Because it's real trauma. Real black trauma. And then we got to deal with racism on a day-to-day basis. You know, like you go into a Sainsbury's, you're getting followed. You don't have to post up and say, I got followed in Sainsbury's by the security guard. But you know you're getting followed. You know it's because of your skin colour. You ain't going to tell people because you're like, it's either hard to tell people it's long, or we're trying to make people understand it's long. Or if you got non-black friends, it's long. Like, when I've had friends say to me, this never happens to me. person's white, bro. Like, how dare you, fam? Do you know what I'm saying? How dare you say that to me? Like, that's such an insult. So things like that, I'm just like, you know what? I'll bury this and deal with it myself, which is obviously poison. Burying it is poison, fam. Because it's either gonna come out today or it's gonna come out a few months' time. I could have a drink. I could get mad at a small situation, and that will escalate massively because of all the stuff I've buried that I haven't dealt with. So what therapy does is it helps you not bury it, but store it better. Yeah. Do you know what I'm saying? So rather than but you know it. You know what the problem is. You understand it. How he explained it to me was a chest of drawers, and he's closing every drawer. So every drawer's closing fine, but one drawer's got like a thing sticking out of it, and it won't close. That's that fault that you ain't dealt with properly. Do you know what I'm saying? So you need to figure out how to close that drawer, and the only way to deal with it is by packing those thoughts properly into the drawer and putting them away. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So therapy is a way of dealing with the problems you have. It's not gonna make it disappear. It's gonna make you store it better. Yeah. And it's free on the NHS. I'm telling you. I hope you put this out, but it is free on the NHS.
Put this out, bro.
You know, you can get this NHS. Type in therapy. It's all self referral, not through doctors and that. Your doctor can recommend it, but it's you that refers yourself because it's so high demand. It's such a high demand thing.
What race was your therapist?
He was a white guy. That's what I'm saying. He was worried about it. Yeah. No, but that's what I'm saying. Yeah, there are black therapists. There's charities that do black therapy, but they're very hard to get through to. Like Black Minds, nearly impossible to get a therapist on that. Me and my brothers tried it. Nearly impossible. NHS, you can do it. He did say to me, "Was you worried to talk to me about police because I'm white?" And I was like, "Yeah, that's the truth. That was But he had this vibe. He reminded me of my friend's dad, who's also white. But my friend's dad's such a beautiful, understanding human being, and he looks like him firstly, but his whole persona and demeanor was just like him. So I was like, do you know what? At the beginning, it was that, but actually, I feel really comfortable talking to you. Yeah. Do you know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, I get it. We go through. Our problems are different. We have to deal with religion in the black community is different. Oh boy. Race, the racism is different. Even like mental health things like everything, death. Yeah, like. Religion. Dealing with religion and that. I don't know if I just said that. Everything. The whole structure of life is different for someone that isn't white.
And because it's fucked. Because even if you've as a black person, you never been called nigger. You still feel racism.
Yeah,
in some kind of way. Even when you see, even
the most subtle racism.
It's subtle racism, or even hearing about it. Hearing in America, or even here.
Instagram timeline.
It affects you. That's my brother or that's my sister. And you go, yo, this is fuck. This could happen to me.
Yeah, you feel the rage. You feel like. So I have this rule that when I wake up in the morning, I don't go on Instagram straight away. So I delete Instagram off my phone if I don't use it. Yeah. So I wake up in the morning, I'll do my workout. It's not jacking off, it's real workout. That actually is a workout still, but whatever.
Not really, unless you're using both hands. Ain't no one wanking with both hands. I've never wanked with my left hand.
Yeah, no, it feels weird.
Yeah, I can't. Are you right-handed, left-handed?
It's right hand wank.
I can never.
I can't even wipe my arse with my left hand.
That's weird.
People say that. But people say that's why people say shake with the right hand because you wipe your arse with your left. But that doesn't make sense because if I wipe my arse with my left, my arse will still be dirty.
Yeah.
What was you talking about? I forgot.
Fuck. Wait, yo, what the fuck? Sorry. No. We were. No, I was like, even the fact that we were talking about, even you haven't dealt with racism.
Yeah, the Instagram. Sorry, I got it now. The Instagram. So I don't go on Instagram straight away. Yeah. I'll literally wait 2 hours of me being awake, and then I'll go because Instagram obviously is for comedy. Sorry, it's my business. So I got to go on DMs, which will be bookings, people atting me, whatever it is. So I don't go on straight away because once I click on my timeline, it's like Instagram that I don't like dealing with I hate racism, whatever, and it was just pumping me racism. Yeah. Police brutality. Remember that time when it was getting pumped every day, bro? It's like police were beating up people every day, bro, and it was getting publicized every time. And you're literally watching the video. I can feel my heart racing, anger, and I'm going, nah, this is nuts. Like this ain't right. So what I like to do now is I like to wake up, either meditate. Have you tried meditating?
Yeah.
It's pretty amazing.
No, reading, meditating. Even sometimes, I have a whiteboard and literally on the top of it, it has all the notes I kind of fucking need to, just, you know what I mean? consistency.
Yeah,
There's
I
a
got
quote
my
that
goals
Lil
up,
Uzi-
got my goals
Yeah,
up.
there's something Lil Uzi said. He's like, listen, don't be.
Man said Lil Uzi. What's called Lil Uzi?
Yeah, no,
Go ahead,
but
I ain't
bro,
never listened
like,
to him before, but go
this
ahead.
is after. This is when he stopped taking the drugs. But
Alright,
like
go
that.
ahead.
But he was like, listen, don't get blinded by the lights.
Yeah.
You feel me? Close your eyes and then do your own thing. Like
Yeah.
sometimes we just like because there's so much chaos
Yeah.
coming through. Just close your eyes and just be like, yo, hold up a second, chill, bro. Do your thing. Just chill out, and that helps.
Stormzy did that. With the, you know, we spoke about it on the. Did you see the Louis Theroux interview?
A bit of it.
Yeah, I saw a bit of it as well. But I remember him talking about Instagram. Him being like, I don't want to be on Instagram.
There's
You know, there's too much.
There's too much. Even me,
thinking,
like,
bro.
obviously, it's annoying because my business is there. But bro, really and
That's what I'm
truly,
saying.
I would love like not to be like even because TikTok, Instagram, everything's just like
much.
it's too much, and it's like the day I don't have to be in it, great. Because bro,
Yeah.
Stormzy's living that life where bro,
Yeah, he's there.
he could
Separately. He
delete
doesn't
that.
need it. He doesn't need it. He
could
will still
delete
sell.
it.
He'll still, yeah, people still gonna know him.
And it's
Us,
just
we're
nice.
like embarking on the journey still.
Yeah.
So we still need it, but we don't need to be on it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like we need it to promote whatever, but we don't need to be on it where we're on it 24/7, man, scrolling. Bro, like I can't do that. I can't. That's not for me. Do you know what I'm saying? I have it there. It's probably there now. It might be gone actually. Let me. Is it? It's still there because I got no memory.
Yeah.
It's still there, but usually like it's gone. So when I go bed, it's not on my phone. I won't get notifications from it.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? Those like I put my phone on flight mode or whatever, so I can sleep easy, bro. I wake up when I'm ready to wake up. Like I don't need notification from Instagram, whatever. You see people like with it in their phone, phone in their pocket, and it buzzes, and you're thinking, oh, it's a
I've
message.
taken my notifications
But
off.
it's Instagram.
Take it
That's
off.
not important, bro.
Take it off.
Someone liked your picture, and you get notified for that.
Take off. It's just mentally, bro. Protect your mental in it, cause bro, I can't lie to you in it. If lockdown taught me anything, your mental is hella important.
Oh man, it's important, bro.
You gotta protect your mental. And yeah,
Important.
man. I tell you,
Important,
deal with
bro.
your trauma.
Yeah,
Whatever
100%.
race you are, man. I don't give a fuck. But especially bad people, deal with your fucking trauma.
100%.
Bro. You get me?
100%.
Because we're all shitty humans. We're all shitty humans, bro. We all got baggage.
Yeah, we all got it. Yeah, of
We all
course.
got baggage.
Another thing as well is like not to hold it to yourself in it, like keep it in. I'll be honest with you. One thing I learned about trauma is that a lot of people around you. So if you got a lot of like, I got a lot of black friends around me. I got mixed actually, but I got a lot of mainly black friends, and they have their trauma as well.
Yeah.
So me opening up to them makes them open up to me, and I don't feel alone no more.
Yeah.
I feel like, wow.
Does that help? I feel like even to me, that's like cheap therapy as well.
No, I think it helps in terms of making you feel like you aren't normal. Like you're like, you know, they're going through a madness. It might be a different story, but you know that they're going through. You know, there's no need to compare. That's one thing as well I hate. I used to get people that should be like, oh, well, just look at it like this. This person got raped. You didn't. Like, whoa, easy there. Hold on.
Whoa.
I actually had someone say that to me once. Someone said to me like, well, you know, they got raped. I was like, whoa, easy, bro. Listen, this is not a comparison game. I don't live their life. I know my life right now is tough for me. My shoes is tough for me. It's hard. That's my problem. See, when someone opens up to me about their problems, I just feel like, man, I'm not alone. I feel so much better. I'm not alone. Slightly better anyway. It's not fully better, but I feel like I'm not alone. So now I need to now tackle it. When I was younger, I used to think I was alone. I told no one. No one in my like. You only knew if you was my neighbour or if you lived in Angel Town because you see police coming to my house and arresting my brother or my mum or whatever. You saw that. But if you never knew me, you'd think I was just a funny guy. Like, oh, this guy always makes jokes. I had someone say to me once, Abs, you always make jokes. I wish I was you. Nigga, no, you don't.
No, you don't.
No, you don't. You know your dad? Well done. You're winning. You're one step ahead of me first. But like you don't know. I hide it so well. And that's what made me go into comedy afterwards because someone told me like, Abs, you know, I feel like you're using jokes as a defense mechanism to like hide what you're really going through. I was like, God damn, no one's ever broken me down like that. She broke me down so sick. And then I was like, you know what, actually, yeah, I was doing it at one point, but now I'm doing it because I just don't like seeing people sad. I like making people laugh and that. Do you know what I'm saying? So, you know, comedy is my therapy, but the real therapy, you have to do it, man. I'll be honest, we have to do it. Like, it is. Try to think about your dad. You see if you're able to make jokes about him after.
Yeah.
Once you have a better understanding
Yeah.
of how you feel about it,
Maybe at the same time, I'm like, bro, I just want more material. But like, it's just like
But very people give you material, bro.
Yeah, I'm
Because
like-
it make you use the stuff that you probably would never talk about.
because it's like I've got so many shit I want to talk about, blah blah blah. You know what I mean? But then there's that one particular thing. I'm like, I can't. I've tried it, and
I
I'm
can't
like,
make jokes
it
like
sounds too sad.
Bro,
I've tried it, bro. I've
get
tried
it, I
it.
get it.
I've tried it 3 times, and I'm like, I remember I did it in front of white people, and like, cool. It was a good set, but then I was like, in the middle, I was like, these white people are really like, they feel sorry for me.
There's
I
pity,
know.
that pity love.
Oh my god, he did. I was like, hey, that's not my. But once I figured that out, true. But I remember Philly was like, listen, like, there's times in your life where you're gonna learn. Okay, that point in your life, maybe it's not the time to release that info yet.
Yeah.
You got to deal with it
Yeah,
first,
it's
and
gotta
then
deal with it first.
deal with it, and then you can be
Telling
like,
you,
oh
telling
shit, you know.
Telling you, bro.
Deal with that.
Like, once you deal with it, you see the funny side of it. Then you see the police thing. You probably never heard me make a police joke ever. Because I ain't dealt with it like that, bro. I'm still pretty
Yeah, I've
angry.
only seen it on
fam.
Instagram. Yeah.
I'm still pretty angry. Yeah, the sketches. You
Yeah.
see that Piggy on Deck that we made afterwards, Abra remix.
Yeah.
I literally came out of court. That was after I'd already made a poor judgment of how to deal with something.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, all right, let me use my creativity
Yeah.
to insult them or to get them, to get back at them. And I've used my creativity, you know, and they can't get me for that. You know what I'm saying? But like I can't do stand-up jokes about it because I feel like I'll feel my heart racing, bro.
Yeah.
Because I'm not there yet. I'm not.
Yeah,
I haven't
yeah.
dealt with it.
And that's fine, bro.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man.
But once I deal with it, I'll be able to make so much jokes out of it.
Yeah.
I feel like definitely try that shit out, bro. I think it'll work.
There you go. Listen, my mum works at NHS. Let me see if I get a discount.
Free, bro.
It's free.
What's wrong with
Let
you?
me add a
It's
discount
not
to the
free.
free. Let me add a discount. Let me add a discount
So
to
they
the
owe
free.
you money, yeah?
Let me get paid. But nah, listen. It's been listen. I don't know. Like I said, I don't know what this is gonna be called, bro. It's gonna be called Nighting, innit? It's just, bro. I'm just chilling with
Real
some,
shit, bro.
I'm chilling with some real guys. Do you feel me? This has been
That's it.
Ab the Truth. He's said all the real shit. Make sure you follow him. His shit's gonna be in the bio.
Sick.
He's hilarious. You can catch him at my comedy club, Golden Mike.
13th.
13th. Other times he's gonna be doing it. He's
13th
gonna-
of what? Say it, bro. Finish it. I thought you were gonna finish
Oh
it.
shit, my alright, you do it. 13th of November, Sunday. This one's a free show. I ain't doing no more free shows after this. This is a taster. I already know it's gonna be packed because you guys are push shows. Because when I'm like, oh yo, I'm doing a pay ticket, you gotta pay 10 bucks. You guys are like, oh well, I'm not free. This one here, bro, already like the amount of free tickets just going is ridiculous,
Yeah.
bro. So I can't wait to turn people away in it. Like, I already know. So
Sick.
my Russell security is just gonna be like, hey,
My
yo,
guy. Yeah.
Big Russell, you ain't a lot. So, but yeah, 30th of November, you're going to see Abs trying some new shit. You feel me? Other shows are happening. Follow him. You get me? You ain't got like a special one like that, do you?
Nah, I'm going to be doing it for March though, but it's not. It's all in the works at the moment. So
Yeah,
I'll be in Brixton somewhere.
So he'll be there still. So make sure you go check him out. Follow, whatever. Subscribe, like. What else? And yeah, man, keep the trauma to yourself. No, I'm joking.
Nah, take it out. I ain't a part of that. I ain't.
No, let it out. Get therapy. And yeah, man, peace out.
Bow.